absolutely.
Do you think he was waiting for that to happen specifically, or he just threw him out just so he had defense?
I mean, it's just you throw him out just to kind of, you know, just in case, because you can throw him out, it recovers very quickly. If the opponent's not expecting it right away, it's pretty tough to punish, but it lets you throw him out there because the cow traps don't affect Aaron Black at all. It's just kind of like a safety blanket. He could throw him out there and say, okay, let me figure out how to finish this off, and maybe these cow traps will help me.
I think that's why he threw him out. I don't think he was expecting it to end like that.
I need to rewatch
terrible.
that exact play because it was incredible.
I'm pretty sure that DJT could have done any option out of teleport besides throw, and probably could have gotten a conversion that wouldn't have led to his death, right?
No, because any option would have put Sonic Fox into that direction of the cow traps.
But couldn't he have done something?
He could have just done a kick and then nothing else, or yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know Kung Lao that great.
I'm pretty sure he could have just done a kick and nothing else. Maybe a kick and then a down 2 might have sealed the deal. I don't remember exactly how little health Sonic Fox had.
He had about like 15 because he took the throw and lived.
But what you don't know is Sonic Fox was probably blocking. So if he did the kick is extremely negative, or the kick that combos is extremely negative. Or if DJT went for the overhead is extremely punishable.
All right, so
shut up.
Fine. Anyways, this is the match. JRosa versus
the newly. No, this is a match. These guys.
Coach Steve going Kenshi.
These guys don't play button check. They are not. These are Marvel players. I'm sorry, Capcom players. They don't play button checks the game.
And JRosa.
Kenshi now newly viable. I'm not sure why Steve is. No combo checks.
That's
no hand
injustice
warmers here. And I'm sorry. Wow, it's called.
Yeah, you can get it. I'm gonna get food. Okay.
So, JRosa off to a great start. Takes that first round very convincingly.
Showing us that Tanya is good.
Down to Kenshi, probably still Kenshi's fastest normal at I believe 7 or 8 frames. JRosa catching Steve, pressing buttons, not really sure what he was doing in that block string, and that sort of looked like a punish.
Yeah.
Not too familiar with Tanya's frame data, so I don't really know what is and isn't punishable right now.
Yeah, I gotta learn that for Tanya because she just seems like a big threat.
She seems like a very good character.
And I think Coach Steve isn't trying to do anything because he doesn't know exactly when he can go in on any of these strings.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that. It looks like he's kind of taking a defensive stand right now, and here the boomerang just coming right back, keeping him in a combo state. And again, same thing. I believe that's a punish.
Oh, just a down 2.
Down 2
closes
that down 2 looks really good.
Yeah.
Very useful. I'm not sure exactly how fast it is, but JRosa is
and
making
I
it
think
work.
she has the same down 2 across all variations. It doesn't like change according to her.
Not. I couldn't tell you if it did or didn't.
I would think if anything, she would have like. She would use the blade in this one, but it doesn't look like she did. Yes, Coach Steve was using Kenshi. Now he switched over to Jax.
I'm not really sure why Coach went for Kenshi. Probably just testing the waters.
Yeah.
I hope he does not think that this is a 3 out of 5.
I gotta go play.
This is 3 out of 5 sets. These sets are 2 out of 3. And Steve going with Cutthroat Kano, which, in my opinion, is the best Kano. Very safe. And can lead into a lot of damage on a low hit or overhead hit. Not too much risk there.
I unlocked all the outfits.
Thanks, Jaxel. All the brutalities. Oh, did you pay $20?
No.
You just did it? Wow, really? You? I don't believe you.
I'm about to platinum this year. As soon as the invasion opens up, I have the platinum.
Wow. Jaxel putting in work, playing lots of MKX. Sorry about the stray away from the game commentary, guys. So Tanya drilling, but it didn't seem like she was close enough to really get a combo out of it. But right now joining me is Ryo, who does know a lot more about Tanya than I do. I'm pretty sure you do, because I know almost nothing about Tanya. Very new character.
Tanya has a lot of options after she does 1-1-2 back 3-1. Go overhead, go low, go 50-50. But the Kobujitsu, after the second hit of the Rekka, I think she's like -3.
Okay.
-2.
And JRosa
And-
tying up the rounds in this game. JRosa 1 round away from knocking Steve into loser's bracket early. Steve, who last time he was here, he won the entire tournament. Last time he was at next level, he won the entire tournament. So
Yeah,
Steve's got a great record right now.
That move is very deceptive. Her back one, it hits mid overhead. So make sure you're standing up when you're
Okay.
blocking that.
JRosa catching Steve in the corner, not really sure what he was doing, pressing all buttons, trying to attack those plants. Maybe the crocodile. Steve a little too early on that overhead, did not quite open JRosa up. Now this looks really bad for JRosa. He's got his back up against the wall, but he turned the tides. Now Steve has his back up against the wall. Yep.
You could duck the second hit of the back 3-1 since it's a high, so you could full combo punish it.
And I love the fact that JRosa is sticking with his guns, not switching over to Quan Chi, trying to feel out Tanya. He's all about the long run. He's looking at the he's realizing that if he switches now, his Tanya's not going to get stronger. Oh, I like it, but did not convert into a combo. Trying to get something started with that really broken teleport. Come on, guys. That teleport's broken. And I think that was an execution error by Steve. I think he wanted a regular string, not a knife throw.
Knife throw, yes. Correct.
Oh, and look at all those down threes, forcing JRosa to back off of him, giving him some breathing room, which I don't agree with. I think he should have just stayed in there, stayed in his face, stayed in his grill. JRosa starting something. I like the neutral jump punch. I mean, I wish the neutral jump was a punch instead of a kick.
Ooh, that's very negative. Her down 2 option in the air, that's very negative.
And that's like the little dive, the Lobo-looking dive. And no punish by JRosa. Very heartbreaking, knowing that he correctly blocked it and just wasn't able to execute it correctly.
Ooh, here comes the damage from Tanya off the
38%. That's good damage. Oh, those knives, the hitbox on those knives is absolutely insane!
Ooh, he didn't block that after the thing. Not true combo.
He's down 40 and getting hit with that EX teleport. JRosa dropping the combo. JRosa, it all depends on this pressure, what he can get and what he can execute.
Oh, it hits him with the overhead.
And that's unsafe on block, right?
That is unsafe, very unsafe.
Very unsafe. JRosa bet it all on that. Now let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens because of a coin flip, because of one decision to go for the overhead and not the low, or just nothing. Can JRosa make this happen? Or will Steve continue to dominate every tournament he attends?
He is one guess away. That's all he needs.
One guess? That's a big damage. Here comes the damage. No, Steve drops it and
Powers up.
He drops it to power up. He's looking at the wrong guy. That's very close. That's it. Brutality. JRosa taking it. I absolutely love it.
What Steve didn't realize is that he threw the EX Tonfa and it came back. It hit him out of his attack